Today I'm going to be sharing my morning practice. It really helps lengthen muscles that got tight during the night. I'm Noko O. If you like this video, give me a thumb up, share it. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe by clicking the bottom right corner of the screen. Also check the little bell so that you get access to all my new videos as soon as they come up. I provide safe practices that are gentle on the joint and safe for the spine. Let's get started. So one of the first things I like to do in the morning is really work on my wrist. I feel my muscles in my forearms, in my wrist really tight. So I'm gonna be on my knees because that's a very comfortable position for me. I know it's not the case for everybody. Feel free to have pillows underneath you. You can have one or even two blocks if you find it more comfortable. Or you can just get on your knees, on your knees with the hips lifted. Okay. So what we're gonna do first is just press the palms toward us and then push the heels forward, the heels of the hands forward, down and up. So here maybe for some of you it's enough right here. Now I like to go a bit deeper, so you can either continue this exercise or go deeper by pressing the fingertips into the mat, back of the hands into the mat. And if it's uncomfortable here, go back into the previous exercise. Otherwise here what I like to do is come back with my hips. So I inhale forward, exhale back. You are free, welcome to bend your elbows if it's more comfortable. So that's something that feels really good onto my wrist. I really feel the need in the morning to stretch all the joints and the muscles around the joints. And I like to switch. So fingertips towards the knees. I do the same thing. Inhale center, exhale back. Inhale center, moving slowly. So if you're doing this in the morning, you move very slowly at your pace. If you're doing it later during the day, you can go a bit faster so that you can build some heat. And from here what I like to do is press the fingertips down. So it may look weird to some of you because I know some people they can just bend this way. Now even without pulling my fingers, it just go backwards. So what I like to do is this. So you can do it again sitting up on your knees and just pull back. And some of you may feel the stretch right here. If you want to go a bit deeper, basically you place the fingers down and you lift the wrist of the hands. No forcing. Remember, that's supposed to be a gentle practice to lengthen the muscles around the joints and loosen up the joints. Let's hold it a little bit longer right here. And let's shake our hands and let's sit up. So that's the next exercise I like to do. Actually, I get into this position before every practice. This allows me to just feel where my hips are, if they're really tight. And just loosen up by leaning forward. You can also sit on a pillow if it's uncomfortable, if you notice that you're leaning back or rounding your back, especially early in the morning. Sitting on pillow. And you may just sit right here or just make small circles around. And then we're gonna lean forward, center, reaching forward with the hands, inhaling, exhaling, going a bit deeper. Inhaling, we lengthen the spine. Exhaling, maybe we walk the hands forward or maybe not. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, maybe we bend the elbows. And we allow a gentle rounding of the spine. And from here I like to tuck the chin under and center, inhale. Very gentle, exhale, tucking the chin under. We still lengthen the back of the neck. We want to create space in the back of the neck. And pushing the hands off. Let's shake our legs and cross the other leg forward. Let me see. All right. And circles. And maybe do this with the eyes closed, so you really feel what's happening in the hips. If it's tight in one area, just hold it there and breathe into it. Let's meet center. Inhaling. Exhaling, maybe we place the hands on the mat, maybe on a block right here. Inhaling, we lengthen the spine. Maybe we go a bit further out. Exhaling, we go maybe a bit deeper into the stretch. So we use each breath to maybe go a bit deeper. And if it's really early in the morning, you may need even more time to get into the deepening of the exercise. So take your time. Inhaling, let's push the chest forward. Exhaling, let's see if we can tuck the chin under. Nodding the head. Let's walk the hands back up. Let's shake the legs. And legs crossed, we're going to be in this position for a little bit. Feel free to sit on your block, to sit on a pillow if you feel that you're straining to hold your spine long. We're going to twist the spine, we're going to stretch the spine. So first forth and back, inhaling in cow, really creating length in the neck. Exhaling, we fall back, spreading the shoulder blades apart, tucking the chin under. So this should feel really good in the morning. Inhaling cow, exhaling cat. 2 more here. Last one. Back to center. Option to use a block, so let me show you first. We're going to reach up and lean sideways. So you may need a block, maybe you place your elbow or your hand on the block, or maybe you'll do it without a block. Reaching one arm up, inhaling, exhaling, leaning sideways. We want to avoid having the arm in front of our face. Feel your arm, your hand reaching straight up instead. Pushing your chest forward, feeling this opening up. And then if you want to go deeper, when you bring your fingertips towards the side, you really start feeling the stretch all the way from your ribs here, from your hips, all the way to your armpit. Holding it here. See if you can go a bit deeper. And center. Switching leg. Same thing, so with or without a block. Reaching straight up, inhaling. Exhaling. When I lean sideways, I think about opening my shoulder and reaching the arm up rather than going down with the shoulder. So it's really lifting, creating length in the vertebrae. And center. Inhaling, one hand on the opposite knee, the other hand behind your tailbone, fingertips gripping the floor. When we inhale, we lengthen and lift the spine. As we exhale, we twist. With each inhale, we lengthen a bit more. With each exhale, we go deeper, pressing the hand against the knee and really pressing the fingertips into the floor behind your tailbone. Making sure we're not leaning back. Couple more breaths here. And back to center. Switching side. Hand across to the opposite knee. Fingertips gripping the mat behind the tailbone. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, gentle twist. And I find those twists really yummy in the morning. They feel really good. And they really help your body just get moving throughout the day. One more breath. Back to center. Option to remain seated on the floor, sit on a chair. I'm going to get onto my knees because that's a comfortable position for me. And we're going to stretch the neck. So just going sideways, feeling the opposite shoulder heavy. Again, creating length in the neck. Inhaling center. Exhaling other side. Using the weight of the head to lengthen the neck, to deepen the stretch. Now we're going to do half circles with the neck. So we rotate the chin very slowly. So your chin is pointing down and sideways. And then going into half circles very slowly. As we bring the chin towards the sternum, we want to create length in the back of the neck. This should not be uncomfortable on your neck. If it's uncomfortable, you're going too deep. And keep moving half circles at your own pace. If you feel any area that's really tight, just hold the position, breathe into it. Keep deepening the breath. And back to center. Slightly gazing up, lengthening the back of the neck. And center. Okay, let's work on those toes. So remember we worked on the fingers before. We're going to do the same with the toes. So we're going to tuck the toes under. If you can spread your toes, that's even better. And I know for some people this can be very uncomfortable. So do what you can. Whenever you need a break, just relax your toes, tap them into the floor. So right here we're on all fours, and maybe that's how far you go today. Okay, you feel deep stretch in your toes, that's how far you go. If you want to go further or deeper, you just walk your hands back, bring your hips down. And see how you feel here. Option to hold it, to breathe deeply right here. Or to move on, breathing in. Exhaling, we pull the knees towards the armpit, tucking the chin under. And back down. Inhale. Exhale. So you also feel a stretch in the low back. Inhale, center. Exhale, around. One more. Then we're going to go a little bit deeper. So here, if you want to go deeper, what you're going to do is bring your hands into your thighs. Notice how I'm leaning forward. Okay, if I want to go deeper, I bring my shoulders over my my hips. So either with the toes tucked under, either without. What we're gonna do now is bring the arms up. Okay, I'm gonna show you facing front. Remember, you can let go of those toes anytime. Arms up, using one hand to grab the opposite wrist and pulling up towards the ceiling. Back to center, other side. And center. Let's release our toes. And big toes together, let's get into a child pose. So this can feel really good, or this can be a little bit stiff in the morning. Take your time. It might be right here, right now. Hold it right here, and when you feel a bit more comfortable, you can maybe bend the elbows. And extend the elbows. Swaying side to side. So you may feel the stretch in the shoulders, in the low back, in the hips. Finding your breath. Let's meet onto the mat, onto our stomach. Let's get into a sphinx. Elbows directly underneath the shoulders, fingers spread out wide. And pressing the elbows down into the mat. At the same time, pulling the elbows towards your hips. So down and back. And you may feel the stretch in the low back, in the upper back. And shoulders down, hands underneath the shoulders, pushing off the floor on our hands and knees. Belly lifted, let's tuck our toes under. And making sure we're not dropping the belly, okay? We kind of tuck, press the tailbone down without rounding. And we lift the shoulders, or we press the heels of the hands into the floor, almost rounding the shoulder blades. We hover with the knees. Just moving forth and back at first. So we're gonna start firing those core muscles. Hold it here. Just hold, hold, hold. And you may feel your core, your thighs warming up. Make sure you keep breathing. And chest back. All the way back. Opening the feet a bit wider. Like a baby elephant. Knees bent. Chest back. Rocking side to side. Option to press one heel down, other heel down. So it's kind of organic movement here, whatever your body needs to feel right now. Okay, there's no right or wrong. Well, wrong, it means if it hurts. And knees down. Okay, we're almost there. We want to work a bit more on the hips. So one foot on the outside of the mat. Okay, hands inside. You can actually have your blocks here. That's one option. You can have your blocks right here. You can have your hands here. Okay, so there are a lot of different options here. What I'm gonna do, what I like to do is really extend my back knee and press my hips down towards the mat. So blocks, elbows can be on the blocks or on the mat. But I know in the morning it can be a bit tough So wherever you are is fine. That's where you're supposed to be. Do not force it, especially in the morning. I like to have a morning practice that feels good. So it should not be challenging, just should feel good. Let's breathe here. Couple more breaths. And if you are down with your elbows, on your elbows, come back up. We're gonna extend this front knee right here. So we push the heel forward, toes back. See if you can spread your toes. I always have a harder time spreading the toes with my left foot for some reason. You can be right here. And see if you can push your tailbone back, push the chest forward. No need to go deeper than that. Maybe this feels really good, maybe it's intense. So find a place where you're not tensing up. A few more breaths. And let's bend the knee. Let's bring the foot back. Let's stack the left toes under, pulling the right knee forward, pressing the hips down. So feeling the stretch in the calf, so you have to really push the heel back. And knees together. We're gonna work on the other side. Starting here, remember maybe you just have your blocks on each side of the foot. And what we want to do is create more space, more distance between the front foot and the back knee so that you can bring your hips forward. If you feel a stretch right here in your hip, that's fine. If you don't feel anything, bring your hips forward. Keeping this knee stacked over your ankle. And find what works for you, where you want to be with your blocks, with your hands, with your arms. Let's hold it a few more breaths here. And releasing out. With or without your blocks, we're going to extend the front knee. Pushing the heel forward, toes back, spreading the toes apart, pushing the tailbone back, chest forward. Creating length. So thinking about bringing your belly button towards your big toe, rather than the forehead down. And releasing. Stretch the calf, and then we are good to go. So tucking the right toes under, right knee extended. We push the heel back, bring the knee forward, pressing the tailbone down. And center. Alright, so you should feel good right now, ready to go with your day. If it's later on with the day, you feel maybe relaxed. Sometimes, when you're really tired, just doing some stretching will give you some energy back. So scroll down below the video, let me know how you feel, and share this video. Hands to heart center. From my heart to yours with love, Namaste.